Hi guys, how are you doing? I'm excited to be back here. I hope you've been well and keeping on your course, on your craft, and focusing on leveling up. For those of you that are new here or here tuning in for the first time, my name is Miriam Watsemba. I'm a documentary photographer and also a trainer certified by Canon in Uganda. If you know me at all, then you know that besides talking about cameras and photography and geography or content creation, I'm also very passionate about the personal growth of creatives and building successful brands as a creative. Outside of just talking about the technical things, I like to come here and share some tips and tricks of things that I've learned in my journey that have helped me to grow, but I also do feel like give some sort of possibility to creatives out there to know that we can all build and get out of the hustle culture and thrive in our God-given gifts as photographers, as videographers, as storytellers, or graphics designers. And today, the thing that I've come to share with you is something to do with finances. And I'm really excited to do this video because one, it was inspired by Taxre, my saving partner, which is Old Mutual Investment Group. And the reason I'm excited to tell you about it is yes, for the package, but also because I don't want to come here and tell you about things that I've not tested and tried. And from my experience being in the freelance industry for close to 10 years now, in the earlier days, I remember I wanted so much to also be able to save towards my investment. Like some of my colleagues or partners who were working in different professions, in the bank, in the hospital, engineers, and a part of these great companies that are like just paying for them insurance or saving towards their retirement, depending on the country. In, for example, for Uganda, it is the National Social Security Fund, stroke NSSF. And you find that when you're employed in a normal streamlined way of employment, your employer is paying for your NSSF, and at the end of, a certain number of years, maybe at 45, 60, 50, you're able to go and have a lump sum of money saved that has been saved for you over the years of your active service. So when you're going into retirement, you're not starting from scratch. And for a long time, that option wasn't available for creatives, especially those in the freelance setup of things. Over time, it has changed a bit, even for NSSF. I am aware that they now have a product that allows the flexibility of freelancers because we don't have a regular income. We are not necessarily having like every 31st of the month or every 25th of the month, you're receiving this amount of money faithfully. It's coming without fail, and there's an automated amount of it that is going towards your NSSF. So most creatives do not have access to that kind of income. And because of that, the available products of saving towards investment or retirement were not favorable for us. But then I came across UAP. UAP has this thing called the Umbrella Trust Fund. And the Umbrella Trust Fund is as flexible as it gets. First of all, getting one is so easy. All you need is a national ID, passport photo, and a bank statement. That's all you need. There's no deposit like, oh, you need to first make this amount of money or you're paying this money to open the account. Opening it is completely free. But the thing that sold me to UAP the most is the fact that you don't have to be fixated into a particular, very rigid way of saving, or you've committed to pay this amount of money every month. It must come without fail. And if you miss a moment, or if you miss a month, you're going to have fines or whatever, or maybe lose some of your income into taxes and fines. I must also mention that the money that you save with your unit trust with UAP is also tax-free. So it is tax-free, it is fine-free, and it is accessible to you at any time. It's not one of those situations whereby you're saving money for 5 years without access to it or 10 years. You can save your money today, and after 1 week, you feel like, I want my money back. And then you either go on your portal via the website or the app, and you just put in a request and say, withdraw funds. If you do it at 11 a.m., sometimes by 5 p.m., the money is either on your bank account or on your mobile money. So it's that quick. But the thing that also I liked the most about it is the fact that as a creative, you're allowed the liberty to save whenever you get money. So if you get a good project this month, you're able to save some of your money there. And let's say next month you don't have a project enough to save from, your money continues to grow, and then you're not going to be penalized for missing a month. The reason I'm also sharing this with you is because on my journey, I've discovered a few snippets about finances, growing financially, building wealth, even as a creative. And one of the tricks and tips I found was the fact that As long as you are making money, you need to find a way of investing it in a venture that has a higher interest rate and return than the inflation rate of your country. For example, for Uganda, as of July 2025, the inflation rate of a country is at 3.76%. That is down from the last financial year where it was about 3.8. And in the previous years, at the time it hit 4%, right? So you must find an investment venture that is growing your money at a rate that is higher than the inflation rate in your country. So Uganda, our inflation rate is 3.76% this year. And the interest rate that your money is earning with a UAP unit trust is 11.6%. It does fluctuate a bit, but sometimes it will go like 10%, 11%, goes back to 11.6. But either way, you see that 10% or 11% is still higher an interest rate and return than the inflation rate of a country. So in a way, you're at least being ahead of a curve somehow. And I'm excited to unbox this with you guys to show you that they're a trusted partner. We usually have annual general meetings every year as people who are saving with UAP, and they're generous enough to give gifts. So this year I thought, why not share with my audience about a way that they can grow their money without pressure at their own pace, and it's very low risk and safe. So unbox with me my gift from this year that I received from UAP, and it's a huge box, and we're going to unbox it together. Is a little leaflet that I think is just showing instructions for one of the gifts in here. But look how beautiful this box. See how gorgeous the back of that is. Like, if I'm gonna save money and invest money with an insurance partner, I would want one who is this personal and particular with detail. You know how I love good things. So the first thing here that caught my attention immediately is something that I've actually always wanted, and I have a cheaper version of it in my house, which is this hourglass. This is my cheaper version. I traveled for COP27 and I got this from Egypt. I really wanted to get one of those fancy ones, but then, man, you know, when you travel, you're on a budget, so this is about $10 in Egypt. But guess what? UAP made my dreams come true by sending me the fancy one I always wanted. That is actually magnetic. It comes with a little wooden thing. So you basically place this here, and yeah, you watch the time go. I think it should be doing about 30 minutes per side. And then after 30 minutes, you flip again. And yeah, the reason I like this gift is because, one, okay, it's something I've always wanted to have, and it's something I would buy for myself, no doubt. But also because I feel like it's very thoughtful in terms of when you're saving and investing money, time is a very big factor. So to give you an hourglass, I feel like speaks to that element of time, you know, and waiting and time paying off and your money actually growing and paying off. So I find that really thoughtful. And of course, the stand is labeled Old Mutual Investment Group inscripted on there. And then we also received a little massage gun. I feel like the relationship with UAP is personal because they seem to send me gifts that I actually do care about, things that I would buy myself. So it has a power button, and I think it's rechargeable. You put it around your neck for people who travel, you know, and you know how freelance people and creatives travel a lot for work up country and elsewhere. This would be a perfect travel buddy. Put it around your neck, switch it on, and get a massage as you travel. Or when you come back from a long trip, yeah. And then the other interesting thing received is I think it's a Bluetooth speaker, but it's fancy. Looks like this. And trying to switch it on. When you switch it on, it does a whole light situation. It has space for USB, normal headphone, Type C, and also for a micro SD card. I'll try out the music sound later, but I like the aesthetic. I feel like this is something I would use more as decor in my house than just aesthetic. But also it has a part here for wireless charging of your phone. I hope it actually works. I want to try it out and see if it works. Those are all the gifts I received from UAP, Old Mutual, a little aesthetic Bluetooth speaker, aesthetic hourglass, and a neck massage, whatever it is. I hope this video inspires you to start growing your money as a creative. it's not too late, and you do not need to have a formal, streamlined kind of employment arrangement for you to start saving and growing your money. You can grow it at your rate. You can start as low as 50,000, as 100,000, and watch your money multiply. If you are 25 today and you've started your account with 500,000 shillings, 300,000, 200,000 as a photographer, as a videographer, imagine what your account is going to look like by 30, because that's 10 years of compounding interest. Also, if you're in your 30s now, it's also not too late. If you're 30 and you start saving now, it means by the time you're 40, you are assured of being a millionaire to some extent. So do not be limited by, oh, I'm a photographer, I don't have a regular income or a job, I need a special work ID to register. UAP is here for you as a saving and investment partner, and I hope you're able to take it on and grow your money. So happy learning, happy shooting, and leveling up. Bye until the next one.